quit kidding around. Snake? Snake!
Boss, stop Sahelanthropus. Destroy that thing. I'll rally Diamond Dogs and provide backup. running after ours. Take it out. Shot down the chopper. I'll lay a backup chopper. Call it from your iDroid.
Snake!
Let's see Skullface.
There were 3. Where's the other?
Very close to you.
Finish me. Kill me.
There we go. I'm in that spreadsheet right now. Okay. It just dropped down, I'm looking at it. So 196. No, I'm gonna pull that guy though. I saw something his name was Alex or Adam. Yeah, I'll do it. Good. Yeah. No, those are still mine. Yeah, a couple of them are Angel and stuff like that. Because they were close by.
Do it yourself. Mission complete, boss.
Riverside, yeah. Ricky. Yeah.
Kill me!
Yeah, but he's like taking over for the older guy, so. No, Jesus has to do. Yeah, I'll call him right now. Yeah, I'll give it to him.
I did
Yeah,
it.
he texted to me yesterday. I told him to text it to him.
Revenge!
Probably beginning of the month, of last month, like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I called, like, it was like the middle of July, I sent him a text, and then, I was like, hey, so I hope everything's good with you. I don't, sometimes I just text him saying hi, I don't text him with Verizon. So then he usually gets to me, but I just keep it like, hey, how's it going? Hopefully it's good. That one, I put the same emails that I had from before. Those were probably maybe like 18, maybe 15. I put them on a sticky note, and then I just copy and paste it onto the BCC. Yeah, I don't have many. There's like two or three from there. Then I didn't put Eden's email there because I just talked to him yesterday. But moving forward on Monday, 609. Yes. Yeah, it's a new one. Oh, for that other order, the installation, was it ever help? Okay, cool. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, because on the MDB, when they take it out, it gets emptier. Hmm. No, I like that they're all in the same area, they're all in walking distance. Hmm.
Anyone can give up his fight by laying down arms. But the feeling of holding a gun, that we'll never forget. Like our lost
Yeah,
limbs.
okay,
The sensation lingers.
Here she comes! Here she comes!
I gotta match the addresses from the UMDB to the names too. Yeah, I'm doing that right now. Yeah, I'm doing that. No, I'm doing it right now. Alfred. Oh yeah, I see.
Hold our rifles in missing hands. We stand tall on missing legs. We stride forward on the bones of our fallen. Then, and only then, are we alive. This pain is ours, and no one else's. The secret weapon we wield, out of sight. We will be stronger than ever. For our peace. Sahelanthropus will unleash that thirst unto the future. Those were his last words.
Kaz.
Pretentious to the end. Still. Doesn't feel like this is over. And I'll never be whole again.
In the deepest night, reaching out, grasping for a fleeting memory. All the thoughts keep piercing this broken mind.
It was like last week. Cause they've been changing. They were like, since it was like not last week. It was like the Thursday of the week before. Yeah, because when my dog passed away that same day. Remember we had that meeting with Stephanie? No, it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be. Yeah, 17, 2.5 weeks. Because we didn't officially sit down to talk about this until the 17th and the list and everything. So it was 17th or 18th. Yeah. Yeah, I just said it like bluntly about the flowering. I didn't say it like I'm going to do it. No, so like, hey, I'm gonna run a flyer and just throw it. But Edison seems cool, being get hooked up with the other problem. He's a gamer too, so he goes at high speed. He checked everything. All I do is say Disney Plus when you see him. Like, don't worry about it. Why does he get you Disney Plus just for saying hi to us? You got that free with it. Okay. Cool. Bye bye.
Attention! Diamond Dogs! Even with Skullface dead, our brothers are unavenged. And the phantom pain he brought us lives on. Cypher is still out there. We know they've planted spies, parasites among us. Watch the man to your left, to your right. Assume nothing. Report everything. It's the only way to protect ourselves. From here on out, you will be my eyes. The deadliest enemy's right here in our midst. And they will get no mercy.
Even with Skullface dead, our pain is still right with us. We need more strength. We need more men. Diamond Dogs needs to be bigger. Missions have come in too. We still have a long road ahead of us.
Shower.
Roger. This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. WWE losing Sky deals, and so it's going to be something that people kind of are like, okay, through 2024 everything's cool. Boss, you can now give the order to develop or dispose of nuclear weapons from your iDroid. With a nuclear deterrent, even if you're discovered while infiltrating a rival PF's FOB, most PFs won't dare retaliate. But you, of all people, know how dangerous it could be to have nuclear weapons. So will you add nukes to our arsenal as a deterrent? Or will you take them away from other PFs and dispose of them to help build a world that's free of nuclear weapons? I'll leave that decision up to you.
August 3rd, 2020. Once in a great while, we were privileged coming for something really to shake things up.
Yeah. And yeah, that's what you got. Again, I don't see it lasting. Remember last year when the third hour of Raw was darker and they turned the lights down and it lasted like 2 weeks? And then they just continue to do it until they don't. I can see it being up a little bit today, just because the curiosity from it.
Well, they hyped it a lot.
Yeah, and then, the teasing stuff about a new faction online, which, was a bunch of guys in mass burning down, whatever, throwing Molotov cocktails, so.
Finger on the pulse of that WWE.
Yeah, the Antifa group, so.
Yes.
Yeah, so, it just, again, I think a lot of people who, when they heard a faction, they were expecting something like the Undisputed Era or something new, maybe with some NXT talents, and you didn't get it tonight. And who knows, with the group of guys that were throwing, burning that thing down, and apparently they were causing the chaos on Raw. I mean, there are some cool ways you could go with it, but as we've seen time and time again with WWE, with the hacker, that got a bunch of people interested, and people were like really curious and looking for the clues, and then they just dropped it. The Roman Reigns attacker, all these times where it looks like they could have something that could go somewhere cool, and it just gets dropped, or it ends up like a fart in church. So I don't know.
Literally had people burning it down tonight. It didn't involve Seth Rollins at the least.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Yeah. I mean, watching Raw tonight, it just felt like they were desperate. Here, Leonza Duncan with the $2 super chat. This goes to a tweet I had sent. He says, I don't care what you say, it's still not as bad as 2000 Nitro. At least 2000 Nitro was only 2 hours. So, yeah, so I don't know. I think it's WWE, it's in a weird spot right now.
Well, and so today, and maybe this was a mistake. Maybe it should have been a surprise. We were talking about this off the air. It seems like they plant stories sometimes, or there are people that, oh, hey, you really want to pay attention tonight. We're going to see this happening on Raw. It's what I like about Wrestling Inc. They don't get in that chicanery, that tomfoolery, that like, oh, hey, everybody, my sources are telling me tonight's going to be a hot night on Monday Night Raw. Pay attention to the left side of the screen in the opening segment.
Right.
See what I'm talking about. That was... People were shilling so hard for this tonight. Oh, there's going to be a new faction. Oh, there's going to be a big, major change. Shane McMahon's coming and going to do something really, really to shake things up.
Yeah. And yeah, that's what you got. Again, I don't see it lasting. Remember last year when the third hour Raw was darker and they turned the lights down and it lasted like 2 weeks? And then they introduced the electric chair, which I think that lasted 1 week. They're doing all these, every time ratings fall to a certain level, they try all these desperate gimmicks, whereas they just need to work on fixing their product and start making larger-than-life superstars and compelling storylines, but they'd rather find something else.
Well, and if you were to say, okay, maybe our matches are a little too scripted, feel a little too choreographed, maybe our promos are a little long, the stories are a little repetitive and touch valley, so we're going to go hard opposite of that to the extreme of having these fast matches with no build-up, no storyline, no promos, no high spots. Maybe something in between, guys, is where the answer lies. It's not about one or the other.
Yeah. Unless there's something, Alonzo's saying Nitro was 3 hours even before Raw was, but they actually switched it back to 2 hours in 99, I believe. So 2000 Nitros were only 2 hours.
Yeah. Wow. So tonight, we knew Shane McMahon was showing up. That was announced. That was a big thing. What's Shane there to do? Shane's going to make a major announcement. Shane's going to switch things up. And he did. I feel like it would... Let's talk about...
You know, and the leader who's an absolute con and a liar herself and a scammer herself. So, you know, he went nowhere. Oscar's all excited because he got his visa. Yeah, so was Jimena. She was very excited too. And then it went from 7 to 0 They didn't go to school. They didn't do anything with their lives. They have no background. You know, one of them doesn't speak English. The other one, he learned English in jail and, you know, his drug trafficking years. So, it's like, how do you expect to go anywhere with that type of background? You know?
Find and extract the missing CIA agent.
If you've been to some of the best universities in the world, and you've traveled,
during the vocal
and
cord
this,
parasites
and
incident. The man headed back to OKB-0 after the Soviets recaptured it.
much bigger
Check the target's VI on your iDroid.
Okay? But you can't expect to get, as we say in Mexico, water out of a rock. It's just not going to happen. Okay? So, it's not real. You understand? No, Oscar, you're not going to be the next Jorge Ramos. It's not going to happen for you. You're never going to go anywhere. And then one of the reasons why it's not going to go anywhere is because whatever favor you were issued came to you with a price. And the price is making you fight with people. I mean, look at who you're fighting. Be careful down there, Mark. I'm sitting here with a million things to do. Okay? And I'm sitting here having to defend myself from you. On a Tuesday morning, when my life is full of positive and full of things to do, I do not have enough time sometimes to get it all done. As you're sitting there wondering who you're going to scam today. But yet I'm dedicating my life to you. Not my life, but my time to you right now. Yeah, this segment of my life to you. I mean, that can't be good. That's not good for you, Oscar. You know, when you attack my friends, when you attack Sandra, when you attack Cynthia, when you attack Baldy, when you attack my family, when you attack my animals, when you attack my animal shelter, where do you think that's going to end up for you? Alejandra going to get you with her bullshit and the 5 witnesses that we have against her for harassing all of us about you and wanting to destroy you because you didn't want her. I mean, it's pretty obvious. All you had to do was probably fool her into believing that you do, or blackmail her, or threaten her with those white trucks that she was complaining about coming to her house. It's pretty obvious. Anyone who investigates those fake pages will find out whose pages those are on Twitter. Well, Twitter and Facebook don't release too much information, but again, it's not hard to see. They've already been exposed. This woman has already been exposed. Like, for being the founder of an online e-group against the fraud, the MAGAs, whatever. I mean, she's not a MAGA, you know? She's a socialist. She hates Trump. Yeah, you've been exposed. You should be making that face when I say this, Cindy. You've been exposed. So, this can't be good for you, Oscar. Like, imagine how different it would have been if you just focused on working, getting money for your attorney with Prime. It would have never happened if you didn't do it through your evil ways. And that's probably, you know, it was probably your only way out. But I'm just saying, attacking me was just like, just pushing it. And you keep on doing it. And I'm going to continue exposing you. And you're going to continue going crazy because every time you attack me, I am going to fight back. I'm not going to be that punching bag you wanted me to be last year. I'm not going to crawl under some rock and hide because you think you're intimidating me. Because you think you're blackmailing me with public videos like this. You don't intimidate me. I'm going to continue exposing your harassment, stalking, cyber harassment, gang stalking of me. A lot of people know about your scams and your prostitution now, by now, Oscar. A lot of people know what a fraud this woman is, and you should be making that face, Cindy, when I say this. Perfect face for that. Yeah, people know about your fraud, Cindy, that's right. What a fraud, what a con artist, what a liar you are. That's why you have 200 views. Even using my name. That's right. So, I think much more is yet to come. Stay tuned. And stop threatening me. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of your lies. I'm not afraid of your bullshit, basically. You know, because that's all you've got. All you got is bullshit. You know, you got a bunch of bullshit. That's what you have. You have nothing else. That's why you have to keep making stuff up. You know. So. Damn. Damn, this woman is really getting herself into deep shit. You seem sore, Leonie. But still, you're just not worth it. Not gonna pay you to send it to the attorney. So anyway, other than that, what the hell? Her faces are just to die for, man. To die for. So, anyway. Yeah, prayers for them, too. Georgette, pray for them. They're desperate. They really are. They're really desperate, you know? And they're just mad because they're getting exposed. Just wait. I'm actually contacting the attorney today. Because they want to fight. A lot of their cases are expired. So they're at a crossroads. They don't know what else to do. They're desperate. They want me to fall into their shop like I did last year. And I hate to disappoint you, but
he's coming too.
Way smarter than you. That's why I've done the things I've done. That's where I am where I'm at. And that's why you're over there where you're at, buying from.
You gotta restrain him.
Okay. With nothing to your name, having to lie to the government, basically. Or chasing after married guys like this one or that one, or committing unemployment fraud or prostitution. being charged by God knows how many things. You know? I mean, every single one of you.
Where are your friends?
Is up to your eyeballs in bullshit, lies, and all kinds of things. Every single one of you. Every single one of you. You know? So, I don't care about the pictures, I really don't. What I care about is exposing Oscar. I'm not gonna keep his energy. I'm not, you know, his hate is not my hate. And he needs to be exposed for the terrorist that he is.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Oh my gosh. This is what donations are paying for, so this is what your non-profit is getting you? Really? 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 And you know what? I know that you're gonna try to blame it on your disease or whatever. But no, it's not true. Trust me. If you were a little smarter, you would know that it has nothing to do with your disease. But again, you're not a smart woman. We know that. So we know exactly what's going on in our world. We know that is my shepherd. I shall not yeah, you really don't know it. Se dice, el Señor es mi pastor y nada me faltará. Entre delicados pastos me hará descansar. It's something that you don't feel like your life. That's why you go to attack non-stop. While I am laying entre delicados pastos. Porque el Señor es mi pastor. Y nada me faltará. No matter what you do. No matter what this one does. No matter how fat this one wants to make her ex-lover or myself or this one or that. Come on. Splat. Splat, splat, splat. So, good luck. And thank you for giving me more. Because I have those messages. I know who they were sent to. So it's very easy to prove. Very easy to prove. She's harassing you publicly. Whether it's through you, it doesn't matter. Those messages are private, and I don't have anything to be ashamed of. However, if I exposed my side of the messages, she would probably crawl under a rock and never come out. Especially when she talks about her spells and tying people's dicks and everything else.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. We know where to find the target. Check your iDroid.
Alexa, Volume 5.
When we have a legal matter.
What movie was I referring
And,
to? When I said someday a real rain will come and wash all this scum off the streets. 1-800-848-WABC, that's 1-800-848-9222. Now you weren't going through Midtown. You were coming from Long Island. What was it like out there?
Not so bad. I actually went to my dentist to get my missing teeth, temporary teeth now. Oh, God. Hillbilly honey, that's me. But it was fine. It was actually totally fine until I started to walk in here and the rain started to come down. And now, I mean, it's not, it was coming down the streets a little while ago. But I have to tell you, I have been in all categories of hurricane. A hurricane, a tropical storm is bad because, sometimes it'll be calm and all of a sudden the wind gusts will happen. Comes out of the middle of nowhere. And if you're walking around, you can be really hurt. Okay, now I'm sure we're starting to come down. But the other thing, obviously, is storm surge. And people just think, people are very sort of lulled into thinking everything's okay. Oh, it's just raining. But the winds, when those things start to whip up, if you're walking outside, a light pole can come down, a branch can fly out at you, so please be careful. There's really nothing to stop that.
Concern from Jet Set Juliet. Now, do you tether yourself to a pole? Do you wait it out? What happens if the lightning comes, the thunder outside? Last night there was a lot of lightning, there was a lot of thunder, obviously not a heavy rain downpour. But Jet Set Juliet, you who have faced all types of inclement weather out there, being forced to be out there with microphone in hand as you stared into the lens.
Yeah, that was real fun.
What were the safety tips that they told you? Were they praying that you would get hit by lightning?
They actually liked me back then. They were big fans of mine back then. They were very protective of me. But I remember the first time I ever covered a hurricane, it was in Wilmington. And I had never covered a hurricane before, so I was doing my report from the balcony. Everybody had been evacuated, but they always keep one hotel open for the media, one or two. And I'm sitting there on the balcony, and I was talking about how, well, I'm actually really nervous about this. And I got so screamed at by some producer saying, you're not supposed to look at another, you're nervous. And I'm like, I'm just trying to be real and say, look, this is not a very pleasant feeling to be in the spot where they have evacuated everybody else and they expect the eye to hit.
I forget what year it was, 2010, 2011. I was actually the first major hurricane I was right in the middle of had come up the Northeast corridor. And believe it or not, it was like in Halifax, Nova Scotia, at the time organizing the hurricanes review. It like almost leveled the place.
Oh God, really? Do you know what category it was?
It was bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the roof was like that. You could actually see some of the rooftops in the distance, and it's almost like they were doing, the wave. That's right.
No, I know. Well, the thing is that most of the southern East Coast and the Gulf Coast, they're pretty prepared. I mean, they have all these new building restrictions and so forth. Up here, it doesn't seem like we are really on top of things as much as we should be, because, I mean, you get a really strong storm like Sandy, and experts are saying that this storm could be potentially as strong as Sandy. I don't know about that. It looks like it's kind of headed a little bit west of the
With all the human flotsam and jetsam in the streets of Manhattan, with all the garbage, with all the, just the human waste, it's all, and naturally from all the heat and humidity, the city really stinks. I'm sitting on myself, and again, I ask again all of you as I was walking up the steps, to approach our studio here, and David Rossi, our program director, wanted nothing to do with me when I was mumbling to myself, thank God for the rain which has helped wash away the garbage and trash off the sidewalks. And someday, real rain will come and wash all the stuff off the streets. Let's see if anybody can get that. Let's go to Joe, who's calling from North Bergen. Welcome to Jet Set Hurricane Juliet. Yours truly, Curtis Lee with Giuseppe.
Curtis, I've been listening to you for 30 years. I'm 66. I believe the movie is...
We know where to find the target.
Taxi driver. That's close.
Is that right?
Yeah, Travis Bickle, 1976. Oh. Joe, I remember watching it in a theater in Times Square when it was still the old Times Square, not before Rudy came in and gave the city a badly needed colonic and turned it into Disney World. And I am telling you, there were some really crazy people in the audience who are like reaching their gun when Travis Bickle like goes to reach his gun and he's like aiming at the mirror, proving that he can get to his gun straight. There were some knuckleheads. I use the Murphy term. Knuckleheads who were grabbing their pieces out and saying, I'll shoot you first. This is how crazy it was back in the 70s.
Don't you think it's getting to that point, though? I remember somebody, thanks for the call, Joe. I remember somebody calling a few weeks ago and asked him if you thought it was as bad as the and he said no. Are you changing your tune on that, or is it still...
Well, no, I just had that flashback yesterday because I had insomnia, which is what Travis Bickle had, although I think he was popping some pills at the time. Uppers, Benny's. And he was driving the taxi morning, noon, and night. He would take every shift. Back then, I had that feeling.
Yeah.
I had that feeling for sure.
I had that feeling pretty much the second I get on the LA Double R, get off the LA Double R at Penn Station.
Oh, by the way, on coming here, I did pass Trump Tower again. I'm going to give you a report. The obsession, what was the priority of Comrade Bill de Blasio, the part-time mayor, the dope from Park Slope, who I guarantee you never watched Taxi Driver. Never in his life would he have watched Taxi Driver, even in the drug-induced psychosis that he handles as a cause. But before we do all of that,
Subject on board.
This
Leave the rest to us.
Rundown on 77 WABC.
My God, it came out of nowhere, didn't it? All right, so this tropical storm, Isaias, whacked the Carolinas, and it is heading our way now. And like I said, some experts are predicting it is going to be the biggest storm since Superstorm Sandy, so we'll see about that. Some scary COVID news over in Italy, people. A study showed more than half of the patients at San Raffaele Hospital in Milan developed a psychiatric disorder. Cases included PTSD, anxiety, and depression. This was, though, after they were released, so I think it kind of makes sense. People are, like, just freaked out about it. President Trump, meantime, in an interview said coronavirus is under control here in the States. It was a somewhat mind-blowing interview, I have to say, with HBO's Axios. He claimed our death rate is lower than the world. It is not. And as for rising deaths, he said, quote, it is what it is. Up in Massachusetts, an appeals court canceling the term grandfathering for this because it has Civil War origins. And finally, Meghan Markle's blockbuster book being released in a few days. It does not make the British monarchy look too good, we hear, but that didn't stop the Queen and Kate Middleton and Prince William from wishing the Duchess of Sussex, I didn't say wishing, a happy 39th birthday on social media today.
Well, later on we'll be talking about Randy Andy.
Oh.
And Maxwell.
He is so toast.
And Trump actually agreeing with us that Jeffrey Epstein did not commit suicide.
You stop it. Stop
Right?
it, Curtis.
Donald Trump, and I believe it was that same interview with Axios.
Yes, it was.
Is leaning in the direction of thinking that Jeffrey Epstein was killed and did not hang himself.
He also doubled down on his seemingly love and loyalty to Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh, there are a lot of guys out there who are saying nice, hey, bon voyage, fond farewell, I'm with you, Maxwell. Let's see, we have Dershowitz, Geraldo, President Donald Trump. We're going to get into all of that. But you mentioned, what was that in Italy? Which part of Italy people were having?
Milan.
What can we call it? Postpartum depression?
No, post-traumatic. It's PTSD, basically, because they go through such a harrowing experience. They come home, they're still locked up in confinement, with the lockdowns. They're wearing masks, their friends and family are getting sick, and then they start to realize, oh my God, I'm still having problems. Like, it's not over. And I think that that probably added to the...
This is Milan.
Milan, see.
Okay, well then that makes sense. That's why we saw Fredo, Chris Cuomo, act like in a psychotic frenzy in the aftermath of coronavirus. We can't play it here, but he did like this soul-searching statement the other day on CNN.
Yes.
What is he, Deepak Chopra now?
Curtis, I have talked to several people who had coronavirus. They weren't hospitalized. These are friends of mine. But they had it, and they were really sick. Now, granted, a couple of these people, they're older than 35. But they say that they're still having breathing problems. They had kidney problems. Like, they're still dealing with stuff.
So
these are people who were very sick.
So he just reached 50. He's had his midlife crisis. And he's claiming that he psychiatrically is affected. And yet, every night he's able to come on TV and take whacks at Trump with enthusiasm, with gusto.
Well, it doesn't affect his it didn't affect his intellect.
I don't think he took any days off, did he? But anyway, up next, we're going to give you the update on what was the priority in the de Blasio administration. The painting of the Black Lives Matter in front of Trump Tower, and reported to all of you over the last week that it had been chewed on, desecrated, smoked on. Lo and behold, I have an update for you. Our number is 1-800-84-WABC.
Talk Radio 77 WABC.
Oh, now tell me that a lot of you haven't been filling the sandbags, putting the plywood up on the house, moving things around on your back patio, in your backyard, sort of batten down the hatches because of this tropical storm, all up and down the northeast sector, and especially along the Jersey Shore. And with that, aches and pains. We're going to be taking a Bengay bath, a normal, natural reaction. Is to go into that medicine cabinet and try to find some pain relief, Advil, Tylenol, maybe Oxys, maybe some Vicodin, maybe some Percocet. Short-term gain, long-term mishigash. No, what you need is physical rehab, because those problems are going to come back to plague you at the worst possible time. You may have been injuring yourself now, and then 2 months from now, and then the pain. It feels like arthritis, like rheumatism, and you know it's not even that. You need physical rehab. But it's not the physical rehab that you remember from your mom and dad's era when you still have nightmares. You remember how badly they screamed out in pain after the physical rehab and were in worse shape than before it. Man, this is state-of-the-art physical rehab, and you'll be following in the footsteps of yours truly and my wife, the hipster millennial Nancy, because we go to Trinity Rehab. Look, for us, we shove across the George Washington Bridge. For you, it's everywhere in New Jersey. And to make it even easier for you, they just opened up shop in East Windsor and Paramus. What they do is use state-of-the-art technology. It's called the EPAT machine. FDA-approved non-surgical acoustic pressure wave technology. It's similar to what's used to break up kidney stones, and it breaks up scar tissue, enhances healing, and gets rid of pain at a rapid dose. And look what you got back in that pain, tennis elbow, shoulder tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, and knee pain. In just 3 5-minute sessions, you can be virtually pain-free. Yet, set up your appointment or for somebody you know at Trinity Rehab today at 800-518-0977. That's Trinity Rehab, 800-518-0977. Or go to trinity-rehab.com. You might see you there waiting for our appointment at trinity-rehab.com.
716. It's Smart Oil and Gas. It's your roadmap to understanding the oil and gas industry. This Saturday morning at 6.
Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in a capsule. Changing the world one life at a time.
Balance of nature, that's the greatest thing in the world. I can't imagine where I'd be without it. You know, I'm just 20 years old yet, and I want to continue to stay in shape. I understand the oversaturation in the market and the resulting cynicism that people have, but balance of nature works for anybody and everybody, and as much as it's a today product, it's a product for the future for me. I am the most satisfied customer in the world. I don't know what I would do without that.
Don't wait to see what getting over 10 servings of whole fruits and vegetables every day can do for you. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Start your journey to better health today by calling 1-800-2568-751 or by going to balanceofnature.com. Again, that's balanceofnature.com. And make sure to receive this special radio offer by using discount code JOHN.
Hackensack University Medical Center is ranked in the top 1% of all hospitals in the United States. And that's not us saying it. It's U.S. News and World Report. They also rank 9 of our specialty practices as high performing, including cancer care, cardiology, orthopedics, neurology, and neurosurgery. We've made it our mission to keep getting better for our community and patients. So it's definitely worth something. To find a physician, visit doctors.hackensackmeridianhealth.org.
Every Saturday at 11 a.m. It's Money Matters with Gary Goldberg. Hello, I'm Gary Goldberg, founder of Gary Goldberg Financial Services. We've been providing money management for real people for over 45 years. Please join me on Saturdays at 11 a.m. for Money Matters as we talk about how the market and world events affect your portfolio. Also, we have very interesting conversations with a range of intriguing guests. That's Money Matters with me, Gary Goldberg, every Saturday at 11 a.m. It's Money Matters with Gary Goldberg.
You know, before the pandemic, concerns of workers, particularly if you were 50 plus, am I going to be replaced by artificial intelligence or a robot? Now it's if you got furloughed, are they only going to bring back the young huckleberries, the hipsters and millennials, and put us old codgers up on the shelf? Well, you know, if they're doing that, that's age discrimination. That's illegal. And maybe you called into the office and you said, gee, I wonder if my money got picked. You know, like if it was a lottery or something, and they introduce you to Mr. Clinton. Hey, maybe they think you're just going to go away. Maybe they just say, hey, I'll take early retirement. I'll let it in there. You need to call Brandon J. Probert for a free consultation. Brandon and his team will work aggressively to ensure that you're treated fairly and equally to the rest of the workforce that was brought back from furlough. You should also be if they're bringing back the young huckleberries. And if anything happens to your job, Brandon and his team will work to secure you the compensation you deserve. Brandon Broderick will provide...
Volume 2.
in the same way that I just described, who's in their 50s, 60s, or 70s, and hasn't been told about. Her brand big driver today, her right leader about it.
Alexa, volume 5.
They're all shuttered up today. Nobody can have people, hang out inside.
And later on, we're going to talk about why this double standard. We've certainly pounded away on that. Why New York City, no, and Westchester and Long Island, yes, we can do a dining. We're going to talk about why
casinos.
Right, won't let the casinos open. Yet the Indian casinos in New York State are open. You see the casinos in Jersey are open, Pennsylvania. Connecticut didn't want the casinos open, and their Indian casino said, F you, Lamont, we're opening up. And you say, well, wait a second, where is the science here? But we'll get back to that. Right now, I'd love anyone to give us a call and be our weatherman or weatherwoman out there and tell us how dire things are, and maybe not so dire, because, on the television, weather forecast, they love Michigan. They love when it's really bad, because they know you're going to be watching longer, as opposed to if maybe the forecast is in prime time. Just give us an idea if this is the real deal that we've been told about. 1-800-848-WABC. That's 1-800-848-9222. So earlier today, I'm walking to work here again. We're on the east side. And for about 10 straight days, I walked along Fifth Avenue just to check on the Black Lives Matter logo that Mayor de Blasio, his wife, Alison Shady Sharpton, Eric Adams, Carolyn Maloney, I still don't know if I won a Democratic primary, and they got to stop all the paper ballots again. Oh, that's the fighters. But anyway, they were paid. Remember, they were paid. And then it was smeared a few times, and the Department of Transportation came back and repainted it already. And then for about a week, it kept getting smeared. First the white paint, the red paint, the black paint, and nothing was done. And then there was a big article in the Post yesterday that the mayor was suffering from attention deficit disorder, and that he really didn't care about this radar any longer. Late last night, as I was passing Fifth Avenue and the Trump Tower earlier today, I was told that a massive contingent of the Department of Transportation painters arrived. There are now presently 25 cops assigned to watch the Black Lives Matter logo in front of Trump Tower.
That is disgusting. He is a beast. That is absolutely disgusting. One cop there is fine. 25 cops. They're babysitting paint is what they're doing.
Well,
that is so ridiculous. These cops, look at this city. The city is falling freaking apart. People are getting killed, getting shot, and this imbecile is putting all of our cops over there who are already
It's back to normal. It's they fixed it, and now de Blasio is admitting he never had a permit to do this. He lied to everybody, suggesting they had to have a permit. So ladies and gentlemen, go to federal court, and they'll let you paint on the street whatever you want to paint. Anyway, let's go to Tommy in Paramus, who's our weather guy out there in northern New Jersey. What's it like, Tommy?
Coming down really hard right now, and I'm starting to see some branches fall out onto the streets and everything on the side street. Just to let you know, I got out of my car and I ran, into a store, and by the time I came back home, I was soaking wet from head to toe.
No. Alexa, volume 1. Yeah. You want me to go call you today? Boring, right?
There's been an accident in the boys' quarters. The pipes gave way and crushed one of the
kids. And on top of that, bro, you live in a flooding zone.
Sorry, boss. It's my fault.
Yeah, you live in a flooding zone.
I'll let you know if we learn something.
Yeah, no, he's not. Don't worry about it. No, you're good, bro. He knows that, right? You're in the zone, right? Tell him you're in the flooding zone. Nah, just tell him. The hurricane. No, cause he was like, no, cause he called me. He was like, oh, it's this property for tens at 575 Riverside. Yeah, are we on 575 Riverside? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I know. That's it. But if anything like that, just tell me first. Like, yo, you know these people, and I'm like, yeah, before. If you got a text message, take a screenshot of what you got. Like, yo, Miguel, I was about to step out, but then I got the alert. What time is it? It's 12 already, right? No, you know, no. You know what you do? You tell them you had to run back. It's raining right now, right? You tell them you. Yeah. No, I know. Listen. Tell them you left early, and you had to walk to the train. Then you were waiting, and you were waiting for a while. Then you left. It started pouring. You gotta like run back to your house. You just got back dried up, and you send them a message, bro. It's like that, bro. Tell them you made the attempt. And then like there's not gonna be no trains for you to come back, then you were like, nah, you do it tomorrow or Thursday, bro. But just be straight up about it, cause bro, it's not your fault that it's a fucking hurricane, bro. Okay, it's not your fault. But just tell them, yo, you went and it started like pouring. You had to walk to like the west side, bro, like 8 blocks, and then that train was lagging. Like you just said, it was lagging, it's taking long. You got the alert. And then you walk back. It took you like half an hour to walk back to your house, and that's it, bro. You know, like you're not gonna get the flyers wet. You know, you're not gonna get sick. You're not gonna get stuck. Nah, but he was like calling me, telling me a bunch of shit, like, oh, do this, do that. Alright, sure. And they're questioning me, the low sales. I'm like, all right, relax. Go question Siobhan, you know. Yeah, so saying you're good. I talked to Miguel yesterday. I told him like, yo, I told him I spoke to you. I'm like, yo, I motivated you. You seem motivated. You're gonna get to see properties. You're gonna start closing. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I start doing good and you get like a Spanish sale, give me your login, bro, and I close it for you. So that it looks like sales and shit. So, you know, because this is a good job for you, bro. Remember, what you get paid regular, that's your rent. Anything extra is your money. Yo, get in the eBay game, bro. Yo, how about... Alright, give me a call, man. Alright, then. Alexa, volume 5.
Dollars in the first half of the year related to the coronavirus pandemic. AIG's earnings are down more than 50%. Its travel insurance business was especially hard hit. Google's plans to buy Fitbit are facing questions from regulators in Europe. The European Commission is raising privacy concerns, even though Google says it won't use Fitbit data for advertising. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Nico Solo.
Capital One checking and savings accounts have no fees or limits. And a top-rated banking app that lets you manage your money anytime, anywhere, even from your favorite hiking trail. With Capital One's app, you can check your balance, deposit checks, pay bills, and transfer money from wherever you are, anytime you want, even when you're cooking dinner. Open a free checking or savings account online in about 5 minutes. This is banking reimagined. Capital One. What's in you? Consumer consent. Choose a product. Capital One Bank or FDIC.
Gotta leave that way. You're watching the winds, you're watching the trees almost fly away, you're looking for a tornado. Maybe you're down in your tornado shelter. They had them all throughout the Midwest. I don't think anybody has a tornado bunker or shelter here. But anyway, the point is, this too will pass. And we're going to be talking about it later on, coronavirus, up, down, all around. But it's expected to return to our region, and maybe with a vengeance towards the end of fall and early winter. And if that's the case, if it holds up to be true, what was the first Passover, the second Passover will be exactly the same. It will predominantly target people who have too much fat on their rack. Because with too much fat on your rack, it doesn't matter whether you're poor or rich, you're middle class, you're male or female. You probably have three conditions as a result. You think back to when you were just a young adult, you look at the pictures, you reminisce, you say, I was a skinny Bellini. And ever since I put more fat on my rack, what do I have? Diabetes, high blood pressure, tension, kidney problems, the whole 9 yards. That makes you more susceptible. So now that you had to hit the pause button, because we don't know when this lockdown totally will be over, why not get the fat off your rack? Make yourself less desirable to the coronavirus and all the negatives that can happen to you. And the way you can do that, it's two ways. Old school way with new chip, NJDiet.com, is to go to their facilities in Pennsylvania, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, whatever's closer. They've been open all during the pandemic. But the new Jack way is to video conference that fat off your rack. You got to first, though, call the doctors at 8555-NJ-DIET. Listen to the spiel. If you like what they tell you, then sign up for the 40-day regimen. Let's say you video conference your fat away. If you don't lose 20 to 40 pounds in 40 days, you're going to get some of your money back. Why don't you go the new Jack route from the comfort of your home where maybe you continue to shelter in and get that fat off your rack by going online to NJDiet.com and say, hey, I want a video conference this fat away at NJDiet.com.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-346-1213. 800-346-1213. 800-346-1213. Optima Tax Relief. Curtis and Juliet on 77
Oh, God, you know how radio works, Curtis. You have to turn the button.
I have a pile of papers on it. It's not sensitive to the touch.
Would you like me to hold your papers, hold your libraries for you?
No, it's
and
fine.
I can hand them over to you, like mommy?
It's good. It's a new board.
It is. I like it. I like the buttons.
And my sausage fingers find it very difficult sometimes to maneuver.
You do have sausage fingers.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
But anyway, out there, as we plunge into subject after subject, we are looking for you to be our weather forecasters on the road, wherever you may be, within the sound of the 50,000 pound for watts of WABC. Just give us a call. Let us know what it's like out there. 1-800-848-WABC with this tropical storm pounding away. 1-800-848-9222. And lo and behold, it's not Brooks. It's not Fauci, who is leaving their health department responsibilities in Washington. It's a woman that very few people have seen of late.
Or can pronounce her first name.
Oxis Barbeau. Who is the...
Oxers? Or... I don't know.
I think it's Oxis.
It's spelled Oxiris. So it's not like Osiris.
Well,
it was born of Osiris.
I tell you what, the last name is more appealing, Barbeau.
Yes. Yes.
Well, anyway, she was constantly clashing. She was the healthcare commissioner of the city of New York, constantly clashing with Comrade Bill de Blasio, the part-time mayor, the dope from Barstow, because she, like everyone else, likes to know that if you're going to sort of veer out on a certain mission, You try to complete the mission, not always succeeding to the best of your abilities, but at least you try. And with this mayor, he has such attention deficit disorder that every time he would travel down one road, and here's the New York City Health Commissioner going in that direction, she'd say, "But you're misdirecting all the information. You're misdirecting all the resources. I can't really do the job I'm expected to do." And remember, she had that blowout with Moynihan, number 2 in the police department, when apparently he wanted 250,000 masks at the start of the lockdown.
Right.
And she said, well, 250,000, and they eventually worked it out. And that became a big deal. But I got to tell you, just listening to the woman, her beef with de Blasio is what we hear from so many other people, that he starts, he stops, he jump starts, and then he moves to another project, and he never finishes initially what he started out.
Well, my perspective of what she's saying, just based on what I saw of her resignation letter, which is terrible because she's a very bright woman, who's an expert. These are the types of people that you want at the forefront. I think the other thing is that we have epidemiologists, we have virologists, we have all these people at our disposal, and yet they're used to it, at the forefront, spouting stuff, and pretending like you know what you're talking about. And basically, I think she's kind of saying the same thing that I think a lot of people are saying about what's going on at the federal level. You gotta have these people out in front. These people, the experts need to be the ones talking. It shouldn't be the briefing held by the politician. Because the politician is going to have politics on his mind.
I have a suggested replacement. No better person in New York City. Because remember, I had latent tuberculosis. Latent tuberculosis, and nobody wanted to be me.
That's right.
And I was taking, really hardcore pharmaceutical drugs to get rid of this tuberculosis, which kills, I think, throughout the world about 1.5 million. Half of those people are drug resistant because they don't have drugs that can deal with it, because they basically run their cycle. So a lot of people say, oh man, this is not good, Curtis. You've had a lot of problems. But tuberculosis and Dr. Garrett Lawler, originally from Northern Ireland, am I right? Put me on a regimen, an infectious disease specialist. We need that now with coronavirus.
You are an infectious disease person.
He's considered one of the top honchos in the world.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He'll be neutered, just like everybody that works for these politicians. Whether it's a Democrat or Republican, he will be neutered. He will not be able to do what he needs to do because the politicians want the glory.
Well, you see,
you don't want to push him into that.
At least he'll have an outlet when he's getting screwed by de Blasio or Roadblock. He'll just talk to me in one of my visits.
Yeah, but then he'll get fired.
Infectious
then he'll
disease.
get fired. So
he can do the job.
I respect somebody like this woman, this Barbeau, because she is not letting her, she's not letting money get in the way. She's basically saying, look, forget it. I'm out of here. I'm not going to let you do. I'm not going to be a part of this. I will not be complicit. I wish more people did that.
Well, let's go to our deputized weather inspectors out there throughout our tri-state area and beyond. First up is Michelle in Springfield. You're in New Jersey, Michelle?
Yes, hi Curtis, hi Julia. I love your show. Fire. I love it.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah, Julia.
Alexa, volume 1. Good afternoon, Robert speaking. Yes, sir. Oh, you're interested in internet? Nice, nice. What's your residence? What's your address? And right now, while you have internet only? Oh, you got the DSL? Okay. How much are you paying for that right now? The DSL, correct. Because Good thing you're calling me today because we had a meeting in the morning. There's gonna be a special offer coming for customers like you that have DSL, and you could get the fiber optics for the like to say the new price. Because usually when you're a customer, you don't get the new price, which right now the gigabit is $79.99, which is 1024 megabytes over 1024. Yeah, for the 200 megabytes, and then the router is $15 more. That's $56 with 63 cents a month for the 200 megabytes. If you don't need too much fast internet, I recommend the 200 megabytes. And then with the router, it comes out to like 56. That's all I was asking how much you were paying. Because let's say you were paying $80 for DSL on the phone, I would recommend the gigabit, which you get fast internet, and you can stream anything that you want with the fast internet. Also with the 200 megabytes also. Correct. Oh, you want the phone too? So, not a problem. Whichever one you choose, I just gotta add $20 extra for the phone, and I could, of course, you get the number, the same number. So let's say you take the $79.99, it'll be $99.99. But I gotta see what special you get. What's your address again? West 149th Street. Yeah. So 552 West 149. 452. What's your name, sir? How you spell your name? Last name? Okay. Donald? Okay. Zip code? And I want to see, because let's say now that we were talking about the promotion, I think they start on the 8th. Usually they start on a Thursday, which is this Thursday, probably on the 5th. I want to make sure you get a good deal. I'm not gonna tell you. That's what I'm telling you straight up. I know that they're gonna have a new special. It's funny that you're calling because we just had a conversation about that. And people have DSL, the Verizon connection, and the building recently just got files. That way you don't have to pay the installation fee. Sometimes you have like a different specials coming out. So I think it's gonna be coming on Thursday, but I'll double check. Okay. 212 283 8138. Apartment? What was the street again? Okay, 149th Street. West 142. Jackie Robinson. Oh no, 42. I was driving around there the other day. Somebody told me that the Polo Grounds used to be around there. Okay. Let me see what comes up. If nothing really good comes up, I'm gonna wait. We're gonna wait till Thursday, but when this new special comes out, and we're gonna get you on that. I want to see what comes up right now. And you weren't in no contract, nothing like that, correct? No contract or anything like that, correct? Alright, it's coming up. Yeah, you get the files. Still loading. Do you stream like on Netflix and Hulu and stuff like that, or? Do you know your account number? It's alright. It's alright. I can do what else is going. I'll just continue. I want to see what sales I can get you right now. Also, your internet is very slow, laggy. Okay, no. You'll be able to get the files, and even the 200. I will recommend the 200, the $39.99, and you'll be happy with that. That way, that's why I asked if you watch like Netflix or stream anything. With the 200, you'll be happy with that. Are you good with routers and shopping for routers? Because to save you money, you can use your. If you're gonna stick to the 200, you can get your own router, and you can just get. Perfect. Just that's the one you're using right now. Okay, you gotta check make sure it's compatible to the new fiber optic one. If not, I recommend the new one. You can get it at Best Buy for $100 because our router costs $300. And if you want to save money and pay $39.99 plus the $20 for, oh no, I'm sorry. If you're gonna be using the phone, you gotta use our router. So it has to be $56. Yeah, and I need the router. I just remember that because if you were just getting the internet alone, then I would just recommend getting your own router. But we need the router if you get a TV or a phone because it has to be plugged in through the router, the phone service, like the jack, which you connect to the ONT. Mm-hmm. It says you're paying like $16 right now. 51. So yeah. See, it's coming up to 200. Look, the 200 megabytes, they're charging you $85. That's insane. That's insane. No, this is insane. You're paying $135 currently? Yeah, yeah, let me save you money. I could definitely save you some money. $35 for the phone. The internet you're paying is a 651, I think, 51. Yeah, it's kind of showing up on the side. It says existing monthly charges 135. How'd you want to confirm that? $75.99 has like a voice option. Yeah, yeah. I think we're gonna wait till that promotion starts because you'll be a perfect candidate for that. You will get I think you will get the new pricing because you'll get the $39.99 since you have an existing connection. So you'll be because we just had a conversation about that because other people have called before with the DSL and those units and once I tell them the price, they get scared. That's how I was like, I was warming you up for that. I was like, I'm a pitch. It's a ridiculous price, $85 for the 200. Something that other people paying $39. I wouldn't feel comfortable you having to pay $85 for that. You feel me? So, and we just talked about that today. That there is a sale. We're gonna have a new promotion for customers that have DSL to switch them over to Fire. So. I think it's start. I'm gonna confirm with I'm gonna confirm with Donald, and I'm definitely gonna be the first person I call in the morning. The first person I call. But I'll keep you updated later on today. I'm gonna confirm. I'm gonna call my account manager and I'm gonna confirm, and see what we could give you a better price because this is ridiculous. And are you paying $135 right now? So just so I could give you some numbers right now. I hope with the new promotion, I could give you the promotional prices of $39.99. I'm gonna find out if you can use your own router, right? So, and I'm gonna send you a link. You're gonna check like in Best Buy. A router might cost you maybe $100, $150, but you'll be saving the money on the long run instead of paying the extra $15 a month. But the DSL. Oh, if you want, text me the router name, and I could check verify for you. Check it if you can use it. And send me the model. Yeah, just text it. Just text it to me. Text it to me. The number you call me, text it to me. I'll check into it. All right. What's the model? What's the name and model number? Yeah, AR. There's a tornado watch issue. Netgear AR33. There's no other number to it? AR33 no other number? Yeah, anything else like another model number? AR. Netgear AR33. Yeah, you might have to get a new one because it's not coming up with the Horizon. AR, oh, it's not an AC, right? AC. Yeah, because usually right now they're up to like thousands, like 3,000, 7,000, 4,000, 2,000. 33 will be, yeah, for like megabytes. That's what they go for. Like right now, the fastest is 1,224 megabytes. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna find out for you. You definitely need the phone, correct? I just want to make sure. Definitely correct. Definitely. Okay, not a problem. I'm gonna check if you can use your own router if you're gonna get a phone. I'm gonna double check it. I want to make sure. I'm just gonna give you options. You know, that way you. I don't want you paying a lot. You know. No. No. You keep the same number. Don't worry about that. It's not gonna be a problem. So I just want to make sure because that way you can have some numbers in your head. With the 200 megabytes with the router is $56.63. $20 more with the phone is going to be $76. Now, perfect. Now let's say if you want the fastest, yeah, that's why I was looking. I'm like, if you're paying $135, well, that's a lot. Now, if you just you don't need fast internet, which will be $79.99. You get the router included, Hulu for a year, Disney Plus for a year, and a streaming device. I gotta make sure that's what the promotion gives you. Okay. If not, we'll do something else. If not, I'll say cancel it, and then I'll take 24 hours until I can place a new order. But I don't want to go through that route because then you'll be without internet for a day, unless you're okay with that. But I want to get you that special because you've been how long you been a Verizon customer? There you go. I don't want to ruin the streak, so I think there's gonna be a special promotion. I'm gonna find out 30. So you've been there customer for 30 years, 20 years. All right, I'm gonna. Oh wow. Oh, congrats. See, so I don't want you to cancel and then start a new order. I think there's gonna be a special promotion, especially for a loyal customer, long term. So I'm gonna double check for you, and I'm gonna get back to you on that. All right, because I'm definitely gonna help you. I'm definitely gonna help you save money. Don't worry about that. That's why I asked how much you're paying, so I could cut it. But I recommend the 200 megabytes, which is 56 bucks. Yeah, the 39.99. Because right now the DSL you're only getting like 10 megabytes, 5 or 3 or. So with the 200, you're gonna be happy with the 200. You're happy. So. All right, Donald. I'm gonna double check and I'll call you back later on today, or I'll send you a text. And I'm also gonna send you a list of the routers also, just in case, so you can fit that into your budget. All right. Yeah. No. I got your account. I got your information. I'm gonna follow up with you. I'm gonna find out when the promotion starts, and I'm gonna get back to you on that. All right. All right, thank you, Donald. Thank you for calling. Save my number, okay? Robert Herrera. If you want, I'll text you my information, all right? Thank you, Donald. Appreciate it. Hey Miguel, you were talking today about a promotion, like if people had DSL and they want to get the files. When does that start? Oh, sorry. Because you know what's funny? A guy just called me right now out of the blue. He's from 452 West 149th. And he has DSL, and I just pulled up his account and everything. I think he's paying like $135, and then to get him on 200 megabytes, they're charging me $85. So I was like, funny thing is that you calling me today, and today we just had a conversation about that at our team meeting. So I was like, I'm gonna double check for you when the promotion starts. No, it's all good, but it's this week, right? But I'm correct, right? That's what you said. That like. And they got DSL. which is DSL, right? Copper is DSL. And he said he has Verizon since like 1982, so. It is, it has it. It just recently got. Yeah, but it comes up to a lot when I do it to change it. Yeah, 200. He wanted the 200 because I was in it with the 39.99. He called me on that flyer, and it comes up to $85 for the 200 megabyte. That's a lot of money. I have no idea. That's what it says on optics. I'll take a picture and I said, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's gonna be when that promotion starts. It should be like their new customer type, right? Yeah. I'll send it to you right now. $105 for the gig. Yeah, because look, the 50 megabytes, $55. Yeah, I'll send you a picture right now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This happened before. Remember that property that what's his name, Alfredo? This lady had DSL when we checked the price. It was like some ridiculous price. I'm like, you're paying more than everybody. Yeah, no, it's crazy out there. It's hurricanes. And he lives like in a hurricane zone. Like, it flood. Yeah, he might get flooded. They should. What's up, man? No, but that's what you were talking about today. That's what I was like, oh, cool. Did you guys fly at 149 yesterday? Oh, okay. That's fine. I know, I found that funny. But his property has it. Yeah, I think this is. No, this is one of the newer ones. Remember the one that this is one of the ones I fired before the pandemic happened. And it was a new open for sale with them. Alright, cool. Alright, thank you. Hola, ¿cómo está María? Sí, Robert de